Hello my friends, today I want to talk about my very first pocket knife. We're going to go all the way back to the 80s. I would spend a lot of time at my grandparents' house during the summertime, and in doing so my grandfather would buy a lot of cordwood, buy a truckload full of cordwood, and we'd go ahead and all summer long we'd process the cordwood. But not every day we could do that. So one day before the day got started, we finished breakfast. I was in watching TV, probably Heckle and Jekyll or Woody Woodpecker, and he hollers into me saying, "Hey, why don't you go up and get some night crawlers out of the compost bin? Let's go do some fishing." So we decided to go fishing. So all day long we went down to the Quabbin and we did some catfishing, bullhead, and I kept on breaking my line, so I had to keep on borrowing my grandfather's pocket knife. So we proceeded to go through the day and I kept on borrowing it. So later that day we went home, processed all the fish and had a nice fish fry for supper, and the next day I wake up and he's already gone. And it was like, okay, well, he probably just went to the store. Well, he did go to the store. He says, "Well, we're going to be doing cordwood today, but before we go I want to give you something." And he gave me my very first knife, and this is a case knife that I've had since early 80s, and I've kept it all this time, and it's a great little knife. I actually don't carry this knife because I'm afraid to lose it. I've actually kept it and been able to hold on to this knife all this time, so therefore I don't want to lose it. My grandfather went through the proper ways of sharpening a knife. My grandfather was an engineer, and he went ahead and manufactured all these different things over the years. He had a 71 Farmall, and I don't think that he ever bought a part for it. I think if he could make it, he made it. If he couldn't, I guess he had to buy the part. But he had a sharpening system all set up, went through, showed me how to sharpen a knife, talked about safety, went through the whole thing with me about taking care of a knife, and like I said, I still have it today. And I do have other knives, and I don't do a lot of knife videos. I don't think I've ever done any actually. But I just thought I'd share that little story with you and let it out there. What knife do you carry? What knife do you carry in your pocket every day? I don't carry this one. I do have a Smith & Wesson little knife that I carry, only just because I don't want to lose this one. But I do have other knives. I have some Buck knives, and I have some Henrys, and I have a Schrade. And speaking of the Schrade, I have a Schrade knife that probably goes back to the 90s. It's still in the packaging. I'll show that in a later video if you guys want to see it. Talking about this knife and determine if should I take it out of the packaging? Are knives collectibles? Let me know. So thank you for coming along with me today and letting me ramble on about my little story about my little pocket. Before we go, I wanted to show you something that the kids at my school made me for doing my thumbnails for my videos. They made me this. The high school students burnt this into a piece of wood for me. We did put it on this little plaque to be able to hang it up. So this will be the first video that this will be used in the making for my thumbnails or displaying something or whatever I'm shooting for a video. I thank them for making this for me. With that, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.